Brentford 4, Manchester United 3. And we're going to keep this short and sweet, people. We're going to keep this short and sweet. I'm not going to keep you long. I want to get this over and done with myself. I really do. I'm not going to get emotional. The league's done. It's finished. Um, another loss. Another loss. Road to 40 points is the goal that we're going to set. You know, I've got to 500 subscribers before Manchester United got to 40 points in the league. Unreal. Unreal. Now, might want to sit there and say, yeah, but we made changes. We made changes. We've got to think about Thursday night. All these things. I just feel like even if we hadn't have made changes, we'd have lost this game anyway. That's what I feel. You can't tell me that you've watched Manchester United all season or under Ruben Amorim this season and tell me that we'd have seen much different today with a full starting squad. You can't look me in the eye and be serious. You can't. Now, fortunately, I wasn't able to stream that because I was on my way back from football today. I didn't make it back in time. So I missed a bit of the first half, just a tiny bit. First 5 minutes, I think it was. I got to see the goal, obviously. I was taking notes because I didn't want to miss anything for this match reaction. So I was taking notes. And then I got to the point where I just stopped taking notes because it's just like, I don't ever really need to take notes. I didn't want to miss anything. That's the point. All right, cool. So we're gonna set a target. Road to 40 points. We haven't yet hit 40 points. That's disgusting. Good goal to begin with. Great ball in there from Garnacho, and we 1-0 up against a run of play, obviously. So you sat there, you're thinking, okay, 1-0, decent. And then in a flash, it is turned on its head, 2-1. Boom, Friedrichsen at the back post, absolutely dunked on. Absolutely dunked on. Now I know Dallo, Delic got injured in the build up to that, but still, absolutely dunked on, 100%. The equaliser was unfortunate. It was a own goal from Luke Shaw, wasn't it? Which was unfortunate. But 2-1 probably it was just for Brentford. And now we need to discuss this Cobby in a double pivot. I like Cobby. I like Cobby as a good player, but the player profiling, guys, honestly, and a player profile means like you look at a player, talent ID, you spot his talent first and foremost. Okay, you think he's a good player. Now, player profiling is where do we think what where do we think he plays best? Where do we get the best out of this player? Where do we get the best out of Kobe Mino? What do we even think he is as a footballer? What do we think he actually is? And we are just getting this so, so wrong. We are having to speak about this over and over and over and over and over and over again. This is getting tiresome now. Obviously, I've only started this channel 4 weeks ago, but I have spoke about this so many times. Kobe in the double pivot. Do not do it. This needs to end now. This needs to end now, Ruben. And I'm not just going to give out statements here. I'll tell you why. Kobe doesn't have the passing range of a number 8. He wants to get his foot on the ball. He wants to take touches. This is not somebody who does this in the double pivot. In the double pivot, you need to get this ball moving. Play him further forward up the pitch, please. Please, for the love of God, play him up the pitch. Put Ericsson in the double pivot. You can't tell me that Ericsson can't play football in the double pivot against his old club Brentford. Come on, come on. Okay, he's getting on a bit, but he can still play football, man. He can still play football. Keepers kept us in the game at 2-1 just before half time. Obviously, the game got beyond us later on, but great save to keep us in the game just before half time. And then I believe Garnacho had a chance that was be half time as well, just before half time. It should have been 2-2. Ball comes in, air shot. Yeah, and it should have been 2-2. But I mean, what does it matter? What really does it matter? We're seeing the same stuff over and over again. We're seeing the same football. This football is horrible. It stinks. There's no coaching. Um, I do not believe Ruben Amorim is the right man for this job. I don't. But you know what it is, guys? I do not have the energy to call for his head. Again, I started this channel only 4 weeks ago. But if I'd have started this channel under Eric Ten Hag, you would have seen exactly what I was like under that tenure. It was horrible. And I called him out very, very, very early. I called out Eric Ten Hag very early. It was in his first season actually. I started to see the red flags under Eric Ten Hag. It was in the first season after we won the League Cup, I think it was. And then I gave him the preseason. I watched the preseason, and then 2 games into the season, I was like, yeah. So it was 2 games into his second season. I was like, yeah, this is not it. And I called for Eric Ten Hag's head ever since then. So it would have been about August 23, I think. Yeah. And I spent so much energy during that time. And I just don't have the energy for Ruben Amorim. I'm just going to let you guys know this is where I stand with him. I just don't believe. I don't believe in him, in his system, anything, in his coaching. I don't believe there's any coaching going on. I'll be honest. I'll be absolutely honest, guys. I don't believe there's any coaching going on. Really. I think the player profiling stinks. The talent ID, I'll have to wait. I'm going to give him some time. I'll give him the summer, see what he does, and then pre-season, see what he does. But my belief is that I've seen what I've seen. I've seen enough, and I don't believe in anything he's doing. There's not a single thing. I am a very balanced person when it comes to analyzing football, but there's nothing here that I can see, you know, that we can maybe take forward into the start of next season. A clean slate, and you're thinking, all right, clean slate, start again, we go again. But there's nothing to take forward. Not a single thing. Not a single thing that fills me with any sort of confidence. Forget the players. Forget the players. I'm not. Forget the players. Just what Ruben Amorim's bringing to the football club. Is he bringing an attacking mentality? Is he? Do you know what I mean? There's nothing. Genuinely, guys, there's nothing. Garnacho's goal was whoo, an absolute peach. An absolute peach. One of the best things I've seen him do in a long time. And not just the goal. It's not just the goal. The way he picked up the ball and did the little 1-2 there, the intent to pick up that ball, and then obviously the finish was great. I don't like to just look at the obvious, which is the finish itself. I like to look at the details behind what happened, even in the build up to that goal. So the build up to that goal, the way he picked the ball up, little 1-2, quick movement, first touch, bang, beautiful, beautiful. It really was. But we don't see that sort of football enough from Garnacho. Most of the times, it's terrible decision making and shin dribbling and all these types of things that are not quite aesthetically pleasing. But I thought that 4-3 wasn't the actual scoreline. To be honest, I felt like 4-1 was the actual scoreline. If we were being brutally honest, and we will be here on this channel. We are going to be brutally honest. We're not going to gaslight things. We're not gonna hype up things that we're not actually seeing. We're gonna see things for what we actually see it for. Um, because and the reason why we're gonna do that is because if you like really gaslight games such as the other night versus Bilbao, and then we get a reality check like today, you know, this can happen. This can happen if you're not real. Now, obviously, all eyes are on Thursday night, but you want to carry some momentum through. Yeah, we made changes, this, that, and the other, but the football still stinks. It still stinks. It still stinks. It's not good. It's not good. 500 subscribers before we hit 40 points. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good, people. I mean, what more can I say? I just feel like there was zero coaching on display again. Zero coaching, man. But that's where we're at. But yeah, but anyone that's new to the channel, anyone that's new watching me, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification. Make sure you click all. Lets you know when I'm next live, drop any content. And that's it. Peace.